Good afternoon. It's Sunday, the 4th of December, and as of this moment, I have €10,600 invested. It's about 11% down overall, but that includes the growth stocks as well. I'm close to €360 in dividends and a realized profit of about €1,700, but that was from selling growth stocks, I think last year or the year before, but I haven't sold any dividend positions at all. There's a bit of good news from the work front. I've been offered a couple of extra shifts Saturdays, not every Saturday, but by the looks of it, if there is enough income on the day or trade on the day to allow for an extra staff member on a Saturday, then they'll be able to take me on for the additional shifts. So I'll be working 6 days a week out of 7, which is always good. It's good to keep busy, and it should give this penny farm a good boost. And because of that, and because of getting the second job a little while ago, I've bumped my daily deposits from €1 up to 3. So I think that would be €100 per month automatically put in. So it deposits €3 per day, and in trading 2 and 2 takes 3 cents off that. And then I have my lump sum investing whenever I get paid as well. So it's tripled my daily input, the automatic daily input. So I've encountered a little bit of a problem, and that is that the maximum amount of pies on trading 212 is 50, and I need at least 2 more to be able to get some of the bonds, some of the ETFs, and a couple of other individual stocks into pies. Sorry, it's very laggy. There's currently 721 investments in this portfolio, so it's putting the computer under a little bit of strain. So if you've been here before, you may know how this portfolio works, but if you're new, I'll explain it very briefly. The foundation that the portfolio is built on is every single stock, ETF and bond. So every position has a place down here in a pie in the kind of A to Z library of all of the positions. So they're just put in according to whatever number or letter that they start with. But because you can only have 50 positions in each pie and a total number of 50 pies, it means that I have to condense a total of 4 down to 2 in order to make room for another I pie and another V pie. Yeah, see, I only have 2 more places left in here for additional positions, and I think eventually I'm going to push it up to 1,000 positions, so I'll probably encounter this problem again. But what I think I will do is combine a couple of these ETF pies. Like I can put the S&P 500, which is an ETF that tracks the top 500 companies in the USA. I can put that into this pie, the ETFs for the USA. And I think I can also put the FTSE 100 and FTSE 250, which are like the UK equivalents. This is the top 100 UK companies, and this is the next 250 UK companies after that. I can put both of these into the UK pie, and I'll have to remove this symbol because it will no longer be completely denoted in pounds, as far as I know. I don't think so anyway. But that will give me space to create 2 more pies and separate these. See, this one is maxed out. And then the next time I come across one that's pretty much full to the brim and I have to add to it, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, as they say. But that's really the only hindrance at the moment. So once all of these orders go through, I think there might be a couple more positions that I haven't added to yet, so this might go up to say 730 investments. But at the moment I have, I think, 400 stocks, ETFs and bonds from the USA, and the rest are from the UK, Europe, and the rest are from the UK and Europe. There's a couple that are in Singapore, I think, and there's 1 or 2 from Israel, but the majority are USA, UK and Europe. So on the dividend front, things have been pretty much growing. It's still very, very early days in the portfolio, so it's hard to know, but there's still quite a few single penny dividend payments. So I think the next time, well after Christmas, maybe January or February, I'll go down through all the positions and rank them by how small they are, market value, and start bulking up all of these. Because if I only have €1 in it, I might get a 1 cent dividend payment, if anything, and that could only be 4 times a year. So I need to focus on some of these very small positions and get them up to standard, say minimum €10 for everything, but there is quite a lot that are under €10. And I'm also not sure whether or not to sell particular ones before bulking them up. I don't know if there would be any point, but say this for example, I put in €2 and it's gone up 60 cents, so it's 30% up at the moment. But if I put another €2 into that, it will only be maybe 15% up or 17% up. But there's some of them that are like 200% up, and I don't know if I should sell them to lock in the profits and then just invest everything back into it, or just leave them where they are. But I'll do a little bit of digging. Oh, they've all come down. Vermilion Energy has lost quite a bit. I think these were 220 or 230% up a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, the stock market is losing quite a bit of value, but it is still majority energy companies at the top of the pile. But anyway, I'll figure out whether or not it's worth it to sell, say, this position, lock in those profits, and then just start the position again, because it will bring my average price up to where we are now, and the dotted line is currently my average price. There is also one piece of news today that I heard, that Johnson & Johnson are planning a spin-off of a separate company called Kenvue, or Kenvue, and it's a consumer health group, and it seems to sell pharmaceutical drugs. But if you are new to the stock market or how a spin-off like this works, the company will essentially separate one entity, which is this consumer healthcare section of their overall business, and create a totally separate stock or separate company to Johnson & Johnson. So I think the Johnson & Johnson price will drop the same amount as the value of this new Kenvue business, and then I'll be given shares of the Kenvue business. Well, it's happened a few times before with quite a few companies. It's fairly standard, fairly common enough. But that's really it, to be honest. Nothing too exciting. I have to condense a few pies down to make room for additional storage, and things are going quite well.